welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and I've been wanting to make a custom desk for myself, work surface for myself, for a long time, so that I've got everything around me and it's exactly how I want it. I've got hold of one of these FlexiSpot adjustable desks, and they are amazing. Woo, look at me, it's like being on a roller coaster. I mean, I'm not a light person and it has lifted me up quite high, as you can probably see. My head's not even in the other camera. And it's so soft and gentle and quiet, because I spend a lot of time crafting and sitting down, and it's not really good for your health, is it, to be sitting down that long? Also, it's not good for your backside and your posture. So I want to ensure that I've got the option now of being able to stand and craft, sit and craft, all at the same desk. One of the first things that I want to put on this is this paper roll dispenser. Now, these are brilliant, and they take these large, heavy rolls of paper. Now, even with this large, heavy roll of paper, this desk just treats it like a feather, to be perfectly honest. So it's brilliant. The other thing is, what you can do with this desk is you can program in different heights. So you just push a button, and then the different height it's chosen for you. The desktop that I've got here isn't really wide enough to fit this, but I didn't want to put another desktop over the top of this and then have to work with a larger desk, because this is actually the size I want. So what I want to do is just extend this end out so this can sit on here. And all that means is I need to attach a piece of wood onto the end there, like that. Put another piece of wood over that that's a little bit wider each end, probably wider coming out here, and then I can attach my controller to that, and that's going to be fairly simple to do. But before I do that, I also want to cover this whole desk in a different material, because I don't want the black desk, because personally it's not brilliant for recording on black. I don't do well with recording directly onto black. So I'm going to cover this using this sticky plastic, and it works brilliantly, and it's easy to clean up on as well. And this comes in quite large rolls, and everything I use today I will put a link to in the description below. And one roll easily covers that whole thing. So all I need to do is measure where I want that to come. Yep, and that's perfect. Cut that off and then attach it. And I'm going to show you how to attach it without getting any bubbles in it either, which is really useful. Before I stick this down, I make sure the top is really clean, because that's important. And then I've got a mixture in here of just plain water and a bit of washing liquid. So use whichever washing liquid you want. And all I'm doing is giving that a good spray. I don't want it oversaturated, but I want enough on there. And that allows you to move this about a little bit once you start to put it down. So let's line that up here. So we've got that edge, that bit there running along the edge. And then all I need to do, pull that back from its backing tape there, like that. And then I'll put this first bit down. We've got that on there, but it won't be stuck down as yet. Then I just need to roll this back as neat as I possibly can, which probably isn't very neat for me. And I'm sure you'll be a lot neater. Like that. We've still got that soapy water under there, and then I can just pull this off like this and move this as I go. Now I've gone to the piece where there isn't any spray, so a bit more spray. And I know you've seen me use this before, because I absolutely love this design. And it shows up really well on camera. Now we've got that on there like that, take a squeegee. Now get a better one than I've got, but this is quite an old one. And then run your water and any bubbles that you've got out of it. And this works for all sorts of sticky vinyls if you're putting on a big area. And then you'll get a lovely wrinkle-free. Because that's under there, I need to lift that slightly. I don't want that to crease. And then you've got no creases in that at all. and you've got no bubbles because that's nicely stuck. And then I go over it a lot firmer to get any additional air or bubbles out of it. Because it's important to have a lovely flat surface when you're crafting. So look at that, how nice that is. Now when you're doing the edges, you want to clean that off of water, because if not, you're going to have that water pulled there and you're not going to be able to do the edges. And stick those edges down. And then I'll trim those up and I'll come back and I'll show you what's going to be done next. Now that's all on there lovely and secure, really flush and flat, I'm going to put this piece of board that I've got here on here. Firstly, I'm going to screw in this board through this metal leg. Now these are quite robust, so I'm going to drill a couple of holes in that to be able to get some screws through it, and that'll drill with a metal bit. So what I'm doing now is just drilling those holes in. I've got a metal bit in there and I'm literally just lining them up and drilling them through. And that's given me 6 holes now across there that I can drill from the back into that wood, so that I've got that nicely positioned on there like that. And then that shouldn't go anywhere, that'll be lovely and secure. This is all nicely attached now, and I can pull that over when I need to have a cover on here if I'm painting or anything like that. Now this is the craft paper version, but you can get one that I use in my resin room that's glossy. So it's up to you which one you get, and then it just lays nice and flat, and then when you want to tear it off you can, but oh, that is going to make so much more convenience for me. So the next thing that I want to do for this is I need somewhere to put stuff. So what I've got is a nice piece of pegboard. I'm going to attach this pegboard to this end here, so I can add some bits on here to hang things on and at hand, ready for me to be able to use. So all I'm going to do for this one is just screw that in directly into this. And that fits just right on there. That is perfect. And I haven't cut it down or anything. And then I've got one more thing I want to show you as well, which is really important, and it saves so much time and absolutely is amazing to help you with your accuracy in your crafting. A square edge at the back, and this will make life so much easier for me, and I'll show you why in a minute. I'm just going to drill that in. I've made sure it's completely flush and square at the back here. Counter drill those, and then what I will do is drill them in, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like all set up. So I've got this set up for card making now. So I've got my glass mat here, and I've also got my self-healing cutting mat. And the reason I put this bit here is that allows you to use a square, and you can have a square edge wherever you're working. And you'll find that makes life so much easier. Now I would normally do that side, of course, but all this now, and I can still raise this up and work from a lovely standing position, or lower it if I want to sit. Now if I want to use this for resin, I've kind of got it set up a little bit for both. All I need to do is take off these bits, and they come off really easy, and they're not going to fall off or go anywhere because you've also got that there as well. So that stops things falling off, but it's a great square edge. Especially if you're book binding or anything like that, it's so easy. And then all I need to do is put my silicone mat on. But before I do that, what I will do is I will cover this table with my paper and then put my silicone mat on the top of that, because that way it protects the table. There's no dry bits of resin on there for next time that I want to use it. And if I put something on it, then the resin should stay on the paper. So ideal. So I could also work standing up. That's probably a bit high for me. So standing up would ideally be, for me, is about there. And it's so much better for your back, for your legs, for your posture. And also, standing desks are becoming so popular in the workplace now because they allow you to get fit. They help you with your balance. They help you with your muscles and everything. I love having the option of being able to stand or sitting down. And believe me, this table, even if you use it without doing anything to it, then it works brilliantly. And the great thing is, these aren't expensive at all. They are well worth using. You can adjust the feet on the bottom if you're in a room that isn't level to make it level, and that makes such a big difference. I just wanted to show you what can be done. I mean, I might in the future put some drawers along the front and attach them underneath. I might have another one of these come in here. It's going to develop. The other great thing that is ideal for me as a YouTuber is I can also attach a camera to this and record straight down. And I use these a lot to record with, so now all I have to do is pop that on there. That's nice and tight on there. I use these all the time. And then as you can see, I've now got a really nice work surface to record on. I can bring that in, I can zoom it in and out, and it makes a big difference to me to be able to use that as a recording table. And the other great thing is, if I want to adjust the table, I don't have to adjust any of the cameras, and it's nice and smooth, and then the camera is still there, still in exactly the same position as it was when I started recording, so I don't have to worry about that with tripods and different bits and pieces. Whee! So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed my FlexiSpot pimping out of my table. Now look at me. Look, I know how to record, don't I? So I hope you've enjoyed my pimping out of my FlexiSpot table. I'm really pleased with it. I'm probably going to get a third actually, because I want one in the house now as a desk to do my editing and things on, because I found out I feel so much better being able to stand up and use this desk than always sitting down, because if not, I just spend my life sitting down. Links to everything, including the FlexiSpot, are in the description below. The price isn't expensive. Enjoy your resin, enjoy your crafting. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. I'd be really interested to find out what you think. Take care, enjoy your resin, enjoy your crafting. Bye.